Welcome to the 90-minute marketing master plan. My name's Tim and I'm going to be running these 5 days worth of training. Over the next 5 days, we're going to be building together a marketing plan for your business. Throughout, you're going to be using a template that we at Exposure Ninja, a marketing agency, have developed over the course of the last 7 years, working with hundreds of businesses in every imaginable market and a fair few that you might not imagine as well. This process is going to give you clarity. It's going to give you clarity about what you should be focusing on. It's going to help you set goals and track your progress. Well, we've actually found that setting goals, even if at the time they feel somewhat arbitrary, is a really important part of building out a marketing plan that works for your business and generates the growth that you're seeking. These next 5 days are going to put you on a path to success through your marketing. And by the way, it's a path that we've been on with our clients many times. We've taken clients from 5 figures in annual revenue to 8 figures in annual revenue through the process that you're going to be following over the next 5 days. We've helped businesses go from really nothing in their space to becoming thought leaders and real authorities in their markets. And we've helped clients go up against competitors that really they'd have no right thinking that they could compete against, because these competitors are so much bigger and so much better funded. But we've been able to help those businesses dramatically outperform their rivals through the process that you're going to be going through in the next 5 days. We talk a bit on the final day about planning and prioritizing and why businesses fail when they go through a marketing plan. We're going to figure out what your goals are, and through the next 5 sessions, we're going to go through this process of planning and prioritizing exactly what you need to focus on over the next 3 to 12 months in order to hit the marketing goals that you're going to set for yourself. So maybe this feels familiar. I know there is loads of growth opportunity for our business. There are so many marketing things I know we should be doing, but I'm so busy day to day. We don't have as much budget as I'd like, and getting buy-in from everyone is really difficult. Now, this might feel particularly accurate if you're a marketing manager in a company that you're reporting to directors, or you have a marketing team underneath you. Everyone has a different opinion. One of the team at Exposure Ninja was a marketing manager at her previous company who was actually a client of ours. And I was talking to her recently and she said, do you know what the main thing that used to frustrate me was? When we needed more leads into the business, I felt I knew what we needed to do, but the sales team would come in with loads of suggestions, the directors of the business would have loads of suggestions, and I'm just here in the middle trying to do my stuff, trying to do their stuff, trying to plan and prioritize everything they're setting for me, and it just feels like carnage. It's impossible to get anything done. So that's why this prioritization process that we're going to be running through is so powerful, because all of these different suggestions that people give you, you put into a plan and then you put a priority next to them and you work through them in logical order. It means you can take on as many suggestions and ideas as you like, but it doesn't mean that you're going to take them all on right now. So let's talk about exactly what we're going to go through in the next 5 days. So today is day 1. So we're going to be taking stock and setting goals. In particular, we're going to be setting your 1-year goals and your 3-month milestone. And we're going to be setting different types of goal for each of these as well. We're going to look at some examples of businesses to help you understand what's achievable and what can you actually do in that sort of time scale. We're also going to set the scene a bit, and you're going to be going through a bit of a questionnaire to help you understand your business's strengths and weaknesses and really lay the foundations for the work that we're going to be doing in days 2 to 5. In day 2, we're going to be looking at your website. It's all about improving the performance of your website, because really your website is central to any digital marketing that you do. The key here is quick and effective interventions. We're really looking for the quick fixes to improve your website's performance quite dramatically, and there are a few key things that you can do which can transform the results of your site, and we're going to look at some examples as well. So that's all to come tomorrow. On day 3, we're going to be looking at organic traffic, improving your visibility and getting attention for your business both from Google and also from social media. We're going to be putting together a blogging and content plan. It's no longer enough for you to be targeting people right at the point that they want to buy. Actually, a lot of the most successful businesses now are starting a conversation with people whilst they're in the research phase. They might even be helping that customer to realize that they have a need. So not just focusing on the very most commercial intent traffic, but actually putting together a content plan that's going to help your customers to understand the problem that you solve and to choose you from the very early stages, from the germ of an idea that they have. As soon as they start start thinking, maybe I should get this thing sorted, that's when your content plan needs to get your business in front of them and start them going through that marketing funnel. So we're going to look at how to do that on day 3. We're also going to look at how to get your business featured in the media and get some free PR coverage. This can be really beneficial for SEO, but it can also be great positioning as well. On day 4, we're going to be investigating paid traffic. Now, most businesses' approach to paid traffic is a little bit loosey-goosey, a little bit ad hoc. They don't always know what the ROI is, and oftentimes they're doing it because their competitors are doing it because they think they need to be doing it. Well, again, that ends this week. I'm going to give you a scientific formula that you can use to identify what the best paid traffic sources are going to be for your business and what sort of costs you can afford to pay. So by the end of day 4, you're going to know your priority paid traffic channels, and you're going to have a strategy for working out exactly what you can do with those channels profitably. Then finally, on day 5, we're going to be putting everything together. So as we're going through the process, you're going to be building your marketing to-do list, but you're not going to be getting on with all of this stuff immediately. In fact, I don't want you to get on with any of this stuff to begin with, because that's the start of marketing overwhelm, is to start going through all of the stuff that we're going to be looking at in one go. It's going to be carnage if you do that. So I'd encourage you, as we're going through, not to start fixing and doing things, actually to do the opposite, to get into the habit of putting things in your to-do list. And then on day 5, we're going to look at how to prioritize and plan and maybe delegate some of that marketing to-do list to give you that clarity. We're also going to look at how to get buy-in from your team as well, and that's really important to get this stuff running. So my goal for you is at the end of this 5-day course, you will have clear 12-month marketing goals, 3-month milestones, and a plan to achieve them. This is what we call marketing nirvana. So how the course is going to work is that each day you're going to get access to a new video. This is going to be sent over to you in the morning. Now, I'd encourage you to set aside time in your calendar to complete this. So each video is around about 20 minutes long. I'd probably set between 20 and 40 minutes available in your diary, because some of these things you might need to do a little bit of investigation before you can get the item added to your to-do list. Of course, if you want to go through everything in one go, that's totally your call as well. But it's important to remember that what we're doing here is we're actually laying the foundations for the next 3 to 12 months of your marketing. So even if you get off to a really quick start in days 1, 2, and 3, this is about the constant action. This is about building the daily habits and building your daily routine list. So it's not really necessary to go all out right away. It's okay to do things one day at a time. It means you can give those activities your full focus that day. So before we go too further in, I just want to explain who I am and why I'm worth listening to on this topic. So my name's Tim Cameron Kitchen, and I'm head ninja at Exposure Ninja, which is a digital marketing agency. But I wasn't actually always in the world of digital marketing. I actually started my career straight out of uni as a professional drummer. I was in a band and I had a recording studio in my house. People would send me their songs over the internet, I would record drums on them, send them back, and that was my business. Now, I spent my day-to-day marketing myself online, building my website, promoting myself, and doing SEO before I knew that it was called SEO. But eventually I met my next door neighbor at the time, who was a plasterer, and I noticed that this guy didn't really have any work. He didn't really leave his house. So I offered to build him a website. That website completely changed his life. There's a video on YouTube which is pretty entertaining. If you follow me on Instagram, Tim Cameron Kitchen, and you'll also see it posted there. This website completely changed Ben's life, and he was able to consider buying a house as a result of this website that I built for him. And I thought, wow, I've never had this sort of impact before. And right then I knew that digital marketing was going to be my thing in the future. Long story short, I started a digital marketing agency. One of the first things that we did as an agency is we started sharing what we'd learned. So I'd built maybe 100 different tradesman websites and wrote a book called How to Get to the Top of Google, which basically broke down the process that we use to get these tradesman websites ranked on Google very quickly. And that book became a bestseller, and it's still a bestseller today. That started building Exposure Ninja's visibility, and the success of the book really helped us to kind of grow. So we've grown to a team of 100 over the last 6.5 years, and we have over 100 active clients. So these are clients that pay us to do their website design, their SEO, pay-per-click, content marketing, social media. Everything that we share in this course is stuff that we've identified and we've learned and tested on clients and ourselves, of course. So none of this is kind of big picture theory. This is all stuff that we've battle tested and we do on a daily basis for businesses that typically pay us between £1,000 and £15,000 a month. And one thing that people find quite interesting about Exposure Ninja is that actually we're a 100% fully remote team. Everyone in the company, all 100 ninjas, work remotely from either home offices or shared co-working spaces or while they're traveling. And this was a conscious decision of ours. We've experimented with being office-based in the past, but really found that actually we're more productive and we're more focused, and above all, we're happier when we work remotely. Not really relevant to the marketing plan, but it's just a quirky little did you know.